Good morning, students. This is Aalok Guptaa, your mathematics mentor and coach, and thank you so much for so much of an appreciation. That gives me a lot of motivation to keep continuing coming up with such videos, which will definitely try to help you ace the entrance exams. So, in my previous lectures, I have given you the concept of percentages, how to convert fractions to percentages, how do you read fractions, what do you mean by percentage increase, decrease, change, marks percentage, etc. So now I'm bringing you certain problems based the concept of increase in percentage, decrease in percentage, and percentage change. So I would recommend you see my previous video on the concept. This will become easier to understand this particular concept. So a person got an increment of rupees 6,500 in his salary, thereby salary got increased by 216.66%. Find the increased salary. A classical example. So what do? I will do 216.66%. I will convert into fraction. How do I convert into fraction? 200 plus 16.66%, right? So 200 is 2 and 16.66 is 1 upon 6. So this will be 13 upon 6. So I converted this into fraction. How do I read the fraction? I showed you in my earlier video. My previous salary was 6. This is my previous salary. My increment is 13. My new salary is 19. 16 plus 3, 13. Now my increment is given to be 6,500, which means I have been given the value of 13 in terms of rupees as 6,500. So what will be the value? So 13 is given as 6,500 and I want to find out the value of 19, which is my new salary. So by unitary method, I will do 19 upon 13 into 6,500. If I cut this, right? So answer would be 9,500 is my new salary after I got an increment of 216.66%. Okay. Let's move ahead. Now salary was decreased by 14.2 by 7% and new salary becomes 60,000. Find old salary. So simple. How I solve this problem? How much my salary was decreased by? 14.2 by 7%. In terms of fraction, it is 1 by 7. What does this mean? This was my old salary. This was my decreased value. And my new salary would be, because there is a decrement, 7 minus 1 is 6. Now, my new salary is given to be 60,000, which means the value of 6 is given to be 60,000. And I have to find my old salary. What was my old salary? 7. So I have to find the value of 7. So by unitary method, this will be 7 by 6 into 60,000. I will cut this. So my old salary was 70,000. And after I got a decrement of 14.2 by 7%, my new salary became 60,000. So you can realize, you are observing that how important it is to convert percentages to fraction and ace the problems. Next. Now what they are saying, x is inversely proportional to y. If x is increased by 37.5%, then find the percentage change in the value of y. So what do you mean by x is inversely proportional to y? Which means we write it this way. Which means if x increases, y will decrease. Correct? So first condition is this. But how much did x increase by? 37.5%. So how do I write 37.5% in terms of fraction? I can write this as 3 into 12.5%. Because I know 12.5% as a fraction is 1 by 8. So this is 3 by 8. Which means X old value was 8 and this was the increase. So what does the new value become? 8 plus 3, because there is an increment, 11, which means X from 8 it became 11. That's how the increment was of 37.5%. Obviously, since X is related to Y, inversely related to Y, which means Y must have reduced from 11 to 8, because ultimately 88 equals to 88, it has to happen. So Y must have been 11 and it got reduced by 8, which means how much reduction happened on Y? 3. And what was the previous value? 11 into 100, right? So I can write 3 by 11 as 3 into 1 by 11, which means 1 by 11 I know is 9.09%. We have seen that. So this will become 27.27%. So when X increases by 37.5%, Y is inversely proportional to X. So Y will reduce by 27.27%. Okay. So dear students, please connect with me on my WhatsApp channel. If you have any doubts, I'll be happy to solve them, or keep me motivated by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.